It's time for another trip around the sun on this rock we call planet Earth. And while you can't solve climate change, you're thinking about what personal improvements you can make in the year of 2023. The advice is all out there. In the podcast we listen to, the YouTube videos we watch, the magazines that we read, this article is no different. But what if there was one thing you could do to actually make a difference? Where does your self-help journey start? Positive change starts with turning an idea into an action. That action then needs to be repeated daily until it becomes a habit. You don't need a self-help guru to tell you the biggest lifestyle changes all start with turning that one New Year's resolution into an actionable step. And why not keep it simple and manageable for yourself? For example, staying hydrated and drinking your recommended 2.7 liters to 3.7 liters of water a day, depending on if you're a male or a female or depending upon how much you weigh. And actually, I think it's 1 ounce per pound is how they break it down. That's a great way to bring consciousness to what you're consuming. A hook habit would be positioning that first glass of water next to the toilet or right next to your bed at night so that you're aware of it first thing in the morning. So that actually makes me think of BJ Fogg's book, Tiny Habits. He talks about each habit, if you're starting a new habit, you need 3 things to be present: motivation, ability, and prompt. Or those are the 3 considerations anyways. So prompt is the hook, is referred to also as the hook habit. So if drinking a glass of water first thing in the morning, if that's your habit that you want to create, the first thing in the morning, you drink a glass of water. So what's your level of motivation? The harder the habit is, the harder it is to do, the higher your level of motivation needs to be. So drinking a glass of water is not that hard, so your level of motivation doesn't need to be that high. Ability, how hard is it to do? It's not that hard to drink a glass of water, so your ability needs to be relatively low. Prompt is the third necessary thing to consider. What's the prompt? So if it's you put a glass of water next to your bed at night so that first thing you wake up in the morning, you see the glass of water, that's the prompt to drink the glass of water. Or maybe it's when I brush my teeth in the morning, I'm going to drink a glass of water. So that can be the prompt. Whatever the prompt is, there needs to be a prompt. It doesn't matter how easy or how hard the habit is. There needs to be a prompt. There needs to be a reminder, because otherwise it's not a habit yet. You don't do it on a regular basis. So you need that hook or that prompt in order to remember or trigger yourself like, hey, I got to drink this glass of water. So if you get that water set up the night before, and whatever it is, whether maybe you put it next to the coffee maker, maybe you put it next to your bed, maybe you put it on your bathroom sink right next to where you brush your teeth. Regardless, I would say if you get that glass of water ready, that's a good thing to do. And morning rituals, like my morning ritual is the most important thing that I do. So I've got my morning rituals, my morning habits, and first thing I do is I make my bed. That's the first thing I do. I always make my bed. It's a habit. I make my bed, and that gets me started off on the right foot. And when I first got clean and sober, that was the one thing. The one new habit I created was I made my bed. I still make my bed every single day. I also pray, I meditate, I do breath work, I journal, I read, I exercise. And actually, The Morning Miracle by Hal Elrod is an amazing book. He actually has the Morning Miracle series, the Morning Miracle group on Facebook. If you Google Miracle Morning, Hal Elrod reads an amazing book. He has I interviewed him on my podcast as well. So if you search for the videos on my YouTube channel, you'll find it. If you search for that interview, I Love Being Sober, Hal Elrod, Miracle Morning, you'll find it. It's an amazing interview. He's an amazing guy. He has an amazing story too. So regardless of whatever it is you're trying to create or whatever habit you want to form, I'd say start with something easy. And the easy habits can lead from making sure that you're drinking enough water and not grasping for that first cup of coffee while scrolling through Instagram or looking at TikTok on your phone, which I think that's kind of what happens. I mean, addiction is cunning, baffling, and powerful. Very often we let our urge for the next dopamine hit run riot in our lives. And Anna Lemke writes this book, Dopamine Nation. It's an amazing book. She talks about dopamine, and we all want dopamine. We're all like, we're wired to go for the dopamine hit. And first thing in the morning, you're reaching for that dopamine hit. You're reaching for Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, whatever it is to get that dopamine hit. If you can change the habit and do something different first thing in the morning, then that's a good thing. And the dopamine hits run riot with our lives. Soon we find ourselves in unmanageable situations. Substance addiction, overeating, process addictions, gambling, sex addictions can all in part be overcome by starting your day with following through on the most simple of promises to yourself and then growing from there. Too often, we write up these lengthy New Year's resolutions, and those good intentions serve only to self-flagellate with shame when we don't achieve them. I mean, how many people come up with all these New Year's resolutions? I don't think I don't do New Year's resolutions anymore. I used to. I don't think I've ever been able to follow through with a New Year's resolution longer than a few weeks. I mean, if you go to the gym in the month of January, it's full because everybody says, this year is going to be different. I'm going to exercise. I'm going to eat healthy. I'm going to get fit. And if you just start with something small and build on your small habits, that's going to be a much better way to build habits that are sustainable. So you can start by making your bed first thing in the morning and drinking a glass of water. Those are a good couple of habits to start, especially if those are not habits that you still have. I mean, another one of the things that I do is I always get up at least an hour before I have any commitments. I mean, I actually like to have an hour and a half or 2 hours first thing in the morning to do all the things I do. It's self-care time. It gets me started for the day. I'm very busy. I have things thrown at me all day long, every single day. And I know everybody has their form of everything being thrown at them all day long. And my experience is that getting my day started off on the right foot is the best thing I can do. So if you or someone you know is having a rough start to the new year and is looking to turn over a new leaf, but needs some help, then Camelback Recovery is well-versed in tackling addiction one day at a time. If you'd like to speak with one of our expert team members, feel free to call us or click the link around the video. And if you need advice, if you need whatever it is that you need, you can call us at 480-618-5430, and we'll share a glass of water as we resolve your troubles together. If you found this video to be of value, be sure to like it, subscribe to our channel if you want to see more videos, leave a comment if you have a question, if you've got something to say. Camelback Recovery provides treatment services for people struggling with mental health, mental illness, addiction, alcoholism. So if you or someone you know is struggling, be sure to reach out to us. You can go to our website, camelbackrecovery.com, or our information is in the comment section below. And we provide everything from detox, inpatient, outpatient treatment, sober living, recovery coaching, sober companion services. So either we'll be able to help you or we'll be able to refer you to people or treatment centers that might be a better fit. So I will see you in the next video.